Hey, and welcome to the Harry Man Show, episode 70. Today we actually have two guests, two badass musicians. We have Mark Gray and Nathaniel Cates from Apocalypse Pony. Mark is also in a band called Dead World Reclamation, and the two of them are actually playing a big show tomorrow at Revival Fest. And where is that again, guys?
The Nile.
The Nile, which is going to be badass. Mark is a hell of a shredding drummer. He's got some insane blast beats and shredding. We're talking a little bit about his technique today. And Nate, he's all right. I mean, we'll talk a little bit about him too. But what's up, guys?
Not much, man.
Not much.
Was hanging out, sitting in my drum set, actually.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I was kind of geeking out in your videos today too, and then kind of makes me want to break out my double bass pedal and start kind of working on my chops as well. Kind of been retired recently.
It's a never-ending struggle.
So yeah, I want to talk about Mark. What's your current project with Dead World?
With Dead World, we just dropped. Well, I guess not just dropped, but in April we dropped our second full length called Aura of Iniquity.
Nice.
And honestly, done really well. Like last year, we only had maybe like 6,000 plays on Spotify, and this year we broke 104,000.
Wow, that's pretty
nice. And that's just on Spotify. But like our merch, like I do all the merch for our band. That shit just nonstop all the time. It seems like I'm shipping stuff out. But been a good response so far, and we're working on another album, but it's slow. We've only played one show. We did our CD release show, and there's a few shows coming up next year. Some cool openers for some big tour packages. But until then, we're pretty much just working on album 3 already.
Nice.
I just want to point out I was at the CD release show and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was fucking amazing.
So how long have you guys been a band?
We formed in late, it was like late 2017. It was originally just me and Andre. When I was in a band called Apparitions, when our vocalist Griffin Kalinsky passed away,
oh, sorry.
I was like, yeah, okay, thank you though. But it seems like everyone was like really cautious about approaching me to be in a project after that. Like everyone was like, "Oh no, we don't want to." He's gone through too much. It seemed like every time I would try and mention jamming with someone, they were just like, "Nah, like, oh no, we get it. You need time." And I was just like, I mean, yeah, I'm sad, but like, I really want to jam.
Yeah, I guess music would only help you at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And then Andre hit me up, and I'd known him. We'd played shows with him when I was in Apparitions, and so he sent me some material and was like, I want to start a new band. He had a full album written already, like literally top to bottom. And I was like, all right. And I put my own drums on it. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, let's fucking do this.
Oh, awesome. And are you guys like kind of doing your own recording at home, or are you kind of going to the studio for it?
No, we always do studio stuff. I went to the conservatory. Can't say I retained a lot of that knowledge well on recording stuff. It's way more difficult than I thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's complicated, but for everything Dead World's done, we've actually gone exclusively for the time being through Jeremy Davis at Metasonic Studios.
Oh, nice. Now, I want to kind of talk into the show tomorrow before we move on, but you guys are you're playing with both bands, so that tomorrow, correct? Tonight at the Nile? I mean, tomorrow night at the Nile?
I'm playing Pony, but Nate's doing double duty in his other band.
Oh, gotcha. So are you guys doing some of the older stuff or the newer stuff for this set?
Honestly, a mix. We have, for Pony, we got a couple off of our original EP that everyone's heard. And then our new single that we put out last year that I feel like a lot of people have heard. And then we have, I think it's 2 or 3 new ones that no one's heard, but we've been playing them live for a little bit now.
Nice, nice. And then Nate, what would be the best place to pick up tickets for this show or some upcoming shows with you guys?
We do have a ticket link that you can actually go and purchase tickets on. And that's the best place to go and get tickets. The other bands have been doing physical stuff, but a lot of people are starting to run out of physical stuff, and it's just a lot easier to buy stuff online. So
nice.
All you've really been eating in that way by just shooting the ticket link around. It's kind of people buy their tickets right then and there. So that's what I would say the best place to be. And you can buy them online too from the actual event, but obviously it helps out when people support the band. So
nice.
Yeah.
So, Mark, I kind of want to dive into your origin story. How did it all start for you? When did you pick up the sticks?
I I mean, I guess when I was like really young, I dabbled with just, hitting shit with sticks. But I got my first drum set at 12.
Uh-huh.
Didn't really listen to metal at that time. Was mostly into like Bryce and punk. I liked a lot of like Choking Victim and Rise Against and
A lot of punk
like
rock.
MXPX and shit. Yeah.
Now, were you born into a musician's family, or were you the first of it?
Oh man, kind of weird. My mom was a piano teacher and classically trained, and I did learn a little bit of piano, but none of them, like to this day, I don't think my parents have ever actually listened to real music. I've never seen them. I've never seen a CD in their house.
Not even
I've
the
never
Beatles?
seen anything. No, nothing, man. Like not a single CD. They don't play anything when it's in the car. Talk radio. That's it.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
So it was weird when I was like 12. I was like, I want a drum set, and they were just like, okay. And I was just like, you let me pick the loudest instrument? Like, all right, cool.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool though. I mean, they're pretty open to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did kind of regret it after a while. They went from inside the house to in the garage.
Now, with those kind of bands you're listening to, did that kind of influence you? Kind of pick up the chops right away? Listening to punk drummers. Who was like your big influences for punk?
Yeah, because they're obviously like punk. You have to have chops for sure because you got to do those quick fills and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I was trying that, and I think it was actually Choking Victim and Leftover Tracks. They're basically the same band, but it was one of the first times I'd heard double bass because they have a few parts where it's just like digga digga digga, and I was just like, is he doing that with one foot? I was like, that's so fast.
Yeah.
And then I realized like there's double pedals.
Yeah. Did you start out in double pedal, or did you play single pedal for a while?
For a while, yeah, probably like until I was 14, and then I got my first one was a Pearl Eliminator double bass pedal.
Oh, nice. So, were your parents kind of pushing lessons on you, or were you kind of self-taught most of your teenage years?
No, yeah, they actually did get me lessons. I took lessons from a local drum teacher. It's pretty cool. He would come to my house and basically set up like on my left side, and he would bring his own snare and a little kick pad, and then he would play off of my hi-hat.
Wow.
He definitely taught me a lot. It was probably around late high school when it got to the point when I was already into metal, but I was really like, I need someone to teach me double bass and blast beats, and you don't know what that is, and I love you.
Yeah.
I was like, I love you, but this isn't going to work anymore.
So, who was the metal drummer for you that kind of just hit the switch for you?
Definitely Joey Jordison, dude.
Nice.
I mean, I don't want to get too long into it, but 6th grade, in the nurse's office, goth girl sitting across from me. We're both going home sick. Goth girl leaves her CD book, and I'm like, all right, let me check it out. First thing I see is Slipknot, Chimera, Lamb of God. I'd never heard of any of those bands, and I was like, all right, I'm going to take the CD book.
Yeah.
Which is wrong. Don't steal. But I was a young kid, so I did it.
Yeah.
And I put in Slipknot, and that song Stick came on, and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I think that was before you was triggering too, right?
Yeah, man, I don't think he really triggered until the very end. Like, I guess probably around volume 3 or so, but the first couple of records, it was just all fucking organic, pure power.
Yeah, I have to say Joey was a big one for me too. I mean, yeah, he definitely influenced that kind of like athletic kind of sportsman speed to it, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, and like, dude, and you like see the dude's build. I mean, the dude is like 5'4", like probably 140 pounds, and dude is so fast.
Yeah. So, as your child's built, were there any kind of routines you kind of went through, or any albums you would play through constantly to kind of keep up your foot speed?
I mean, yeah, definitely Iowa. I would definitely jam Iowa, and then probably my second biggest influence that got me like trying to learn double bass was Andals from Chimera. He had just like really dominant, like he would just they would do riffs, or he just grooves straight double bass like for 20 measures straight. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, how does somebody do that?
Now, we'll talk about gear, but were you always kind of playing the single bass drum? Did you ever kind of evolve into playing two, or you always stuck with one?
Always one, man. I've tried two, like never bought into, but I've tried two a few times, and it's too far apart. Like, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, you lose.
Like, I've tried bringing even the kicks, like really, yeah, exactly, the hi hat. You can get those things to like hold your hi hat on your bass drum, but it's just not enough. It's too far away.
So, why don't you guys tell me about the project you're currently both in, Apocalypse Pony, and how you guys met and how it came about, Nate?
So, I'm kind of the new guy in the band. I replaced their most recent guitar player that had quit. I'd heard about Pony quite a bit, and then I saw Pony play live at the Rebel Lounge when they did that Sulphur show, and that was kind of like the groundbreaker. I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Because it's very heavy, it's heavy, but it's like also fast. It's got a lot of death metal influences, a lot of black metal influences, which is kind of where my heart lies. To be honest, I love stuff like that. I love the fast stuff. I love the aggressive stuff, and I just hit them up, and things kind of fell into place. Myself and Mark became pretty good friends too, pretty quickly because of there was some mutual interest in a couple bands that nobody around here really knew about, and that's so yeah, it played out pretty good. It's fun jamming with these guys.
Yeah, and have you guys been part of the songwriting process, or are you guys all just kind of going existing material at this point?
Just learning songs for now, and then just I mean, like I said, it's still trying to see. We're gonna play our first show as a band tomorrow, and see how things go. Dane's the big writer. He's the one that comes up with a lot of the riffs and stuff like that. And I came up with a couple riffs I was gonna throw their way, but I've already thrown their way, and just kind of feel things out, see how it unfolds.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see how that goes. So yeah, I kind of want to jump into gear with you, Mark. What kind of set are you currently playing?
A Pearl Masters Maple Complete in matte black. It was brand new. So I got it for $900, brand new.
Oh wow! What size? Yeah. What sizes are you playing?
I always like 22 by 18 on the kick, and then I do a 10, 12 rack tom and a 16-inch 4-tom.
Nice. And do you find what kind of heads are you currently using on that guy?
Attack heads, actually. It's kind of a newer company. They've been around for a few years, but they're smaller, and it's like
I remember Terry Boswell was a big endorser for him for quite a while there.
That's right. Yeah, but dude, I don't know. I was always a Remo guy, and then I tried these on a whim because I saw some metal drummers trying them, and dude, these things have the lowest, just fat tight end, and they tune so well and hold tuning, and so far I love them.
Mm-hmm. So I heard recently you did a cymbal shootout with Ryan Johnson. How did that go?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I did for Nate's other band, Condemned Till Dawn. I did a single for them on drums, and I was talking around because I've always wanted to track with Ryan. I've known him for a little bit, and I've been trying to work something out to do something with him. So I was like, all right, yeah, let's go in there. And immediately I was like, I know it's one song, but can I bring all 40 of my cymbals? And he was just he's like, yeah. He's like, I would love to do that. And I was like, I got so excited. I was like, I totally thought you were going to say no. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
So what did you land on? Did you land into a similar set, or was it kind of all over the place as far as choice?
It kind of was, but it mostly the Chinas ended up being Sabian HHX, the new complex line that they have. Mm-hmm. I picked up some of those. I've always been a Sabian guy, and then in the last 2 years, I found one of those Chinese cymbal brands called Sentent.
Yeah,
bro, you think low quality for some of those cheap brands? Holy shit, these are the nicest cymbals I've ever played.
Yeah,
hands down.
It's funny you said it because I've been watching your drum playthroughs, and you're playing I think it's an ABH line, and they sound really good, man. They cut through everything really well.
Yeah, man, I was blown away because they're all their cymbals they make are B20, and you can get a 19-inch Crash, $115. It's what?
Where do they sell those?
So they're manufactured in China at an actual cast molding. They do the cast molds, and then they hammer them out and press them in the presses and stuff. But there's a U.S. rep you go through, and then you tell them what you want. You pay half, and then it takes, because they're all custom made, so it takes 2 to 3 months. And then when it's ready to ship, you pay the last half, and then they ship it to you.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you can do anything. Yeah, you can just be I want 2 holes cut in it right next to each other, and do this to it. And they're like, okay.
Now, I noticed you kind of played more of a condensed setup. Did you kind of go through a Neil Peart phase at all with the giant million cymbals at any point? Or did you kind of always...
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I kind of grew into... I've used lately more than I've ever used. I mean, I feel like I used to always use ride, hat, 2 crashes, 1 splash, and 1 China. And then over the last couple of years, I need usually at least I need 2 Chinas, 1 on each side, and I love splashes. I have like 15 different splashes, and I like to run like 3 or 4 of them at a time.
Nice. Now,
I got that from Chris Adler, because that motherfucker is the splash master.
Yeah, because when they were, what was the band before? He was big on that. Yeah, he always had like 4 or 5 in front of him, and he had the stacks, and yeah, that's another thing. The whole other world was the stacks too. That's another way to kind of get lost in it.
The stacks don't make sense to me. That's like, it just sounds like, I don't know. It's like when I hear people do them, I'm like, oh, it actually kind of sounds good. And then like I try it, and I can never get, like, it just sounds like a broken cymbal, and I'm like, all right.
Now, I know you said you came up with Pearl Eliminators, but what are you currently playing for pedals?
I just, like, maybe 6 months ago now, I got those Polish Zarski Kopitos. That's what they're called.
Really?
I think I'm saying that right, but I don't know. I don't speak Polish.
And who manufactures them?
The company's called Zarski Kopito.
Oh, wow. I never even heard of those, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the drummer of Behemoth uses them, and now lots and lots of drummers use them. Like Krim, he used to be in Decapitated. He's a big endorser of them.
Nice.
But yeah, they've honestly like blew me away. I did want to get those ACDs that you see everybody talking about now. But those are a 9-month wait, and these other pedals I got took like a month.
Now, are these direct drive or chain drive?
Yeah, direct drive. They're the heaviest pedals I've ever played, but the most responsive and fast pedals I've ever played at the same time.
And what kind of mallets are you running on them?
I do probably about like 3/4 of the way on my spring tension, and then my footboards aren't all the way down because I do doubles, but my footboards are probably like, I don't know, 1/4 of the way from being all the way down.
Nice. Now, you play wooden mallets or felt mallets on them?
Plastic, actually. I like plastic.
Nice. Yeah, the wood ones hit really hard.
Dude, I like wood. Wood has good response, but they eat through heads.
Oh, yeah, you'll lose heads within a matter of a month. Pretty costly.
Yeah.
So, I don't mean to change gears on you, but in your history of playing, were there any like gigs or touring that kind of stood out to you that you'll never forget?
I mean, it's not like, I don't know, it's always a tough one because
I know it's
when my vocalist Griff passed away in Apparitions, we had that memorial show for him. We sold out the Nile, and they technically only hold 900, and we put about 1,200 people in there.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Like, that's the most I've ever played to, so that was like always a big memorable moment. But there's, I mean, I don't know, it's tough. I'll be honest, I used to get, I mean, if you've ever toured, there's a lot of partying. I don't remember a ton of like specific moments. I just like remember touring is awesome. It's just it's tolling on you for sure.
Well, I mean, was there any venues that kind of blew you away? You weren't assuming they were going to be that nice, because that's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah, actually, that one that a lot of people played, I think it's still there too, like called the Dirty Dog in Austin.
I played there. That place is awesome.
Yeah, like it's like just a fucking name. Like you make it sound like it's going to be a dive bar, and I walked in. I'm like, this is a legit venue. I was like, wow, this is like really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that place was the Dirty Dog Bar. That place shut down. When I heard about that, I was really bummed out because I had a lot of fun there. That place was. I mean, I'm going to side with Mark on this and say that I don't remember most of it because but it was, from what I remember, that place was really, really cool.
Nate, doesn't it have, if I remember right, isn't that the place that has the pictures of like just a bunch of girls' tits on the walls and shit? They just had like, they just had like Polaroids like just lining, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this here?
Go in the bathroom and like I don't know if it was like that when you went there, but when I went there, you go into the men's and the urinal is like a cutout beer keg, basically like around the outside of something, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Oh my god, no, I don't remember that, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a badass place. So, as you toured, I mean, is there any up-and-coming metal drummers you've seen that you think you're going to kind of break out, even on YouTube? You kind of been watching?
Bro, have you guys, I don't know his name because he's Russian, but have you seen that 12-year-old that covers all the best drummers in death metal, and he can play, that kid is better than me. I've been playing for 20 years. This kid's 12, and he can play songs that I can't even touch.
Really? I got to check that out.
Dude, I'll have to link you to it, but like, he covers Despised Icon, he covers Archspire, and he can do those gravities. Like he can go with one hand, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like,
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And if I were going to ask you what your best recording is, where would I be able to find it of yourself playing?
Oh, man. I'd have to say, I mean, even though I love all the band stuff I've done, Dead World's last album probably
Nice.
I feel the most proud of because I really put a lot of time into writing those tracks, and we worked on it for like over a year.
Yeah, that's a really good CD. My funny story, I was driving with one of my family members somewhere, and I was actually playing that CD in my car. And one of the songs has like an acoustic intro into it, and she was listening to it, and she was just like, "Holy crap! Like this is really, really pretty." And then it like kicked into like the death metal, and just kind of she was shocked. She couldn't listen to metal at all, and I mean like it's the devil to her. You know what I mean? And she was just like, "You could have like stuff like that and have acoustic guitars in it." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's metal. Do whatever you want."
Yeah, you can do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. So that one's called "Those Born of Suffering," and that's off that newest record. And that one's awesome.
So obviously you can find you guys on Spotify, but do you guys have a YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, it's just Dead World Reclamation Official, and I think same with Pony. I'm pretty sure Pony's is Apocalypse Pony Official.
Okay.
Yeah,
we both try and upload stuff there because I mean obviously Spotify's the way to go, but you don't make money off that, but you can kind of make a little bit of money off of other avenues.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to like go way out of left field for you, but you just saw Spider-Man. How was that?
Good, amazing.
not to get into spoilers.
10 out of fucking 10.
really rated in all 3 different Spider-Mans, or you think like of all of them, do you think this is the best Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, I mean, dude, a lot of people hated the Andrew Garfield ones. I actually really liked those 2.
I do. I thought he was the best physical looking Spider-Man. You know, when he was, I know
yeah,
it's CGI.
I thought he played the role really well. I thought too, like he just played that like teenage Peter Parker really well. Where like the original Tobey Maguire one, he was already kind of a little older.
Yeah,
he didn't really play into that younger kid role.
Yeah,
but I do say I feel like Tom Holland now, just because he's had the most screen time with it, he's probably the best at it overall.
Yeah.
The movie was just great. Like, Tom did such a fucking good job.
And obviously you don't want to say spoils, but do you think they're kind of assembling the new Avengers at all with these TV shows and kind of aligning?
I don't know, man. Yeah, they might. Like, it seems like they might either do a new Avengers or, because, they're doing the new Hawkeye torch is getting passed. And
I don't want to spoil that at all, but the recent episode, a certain bad guy showed up, and I think it's all going to play into pretty well, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Dude, I'm actually, I watched up to episode 3, and I got to catch up on that.
You'll be happy when you see it. It's pretty badass.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Mark, it was a great to have you on, as well as Nate. I think you guys are going to have a hell of a show tomorrow, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where Apocalypse Pony goes and see what's in the future for you guys. As you were saying, the best place to check you guys out is Spotify and YouTube. I just want to say thanks, Mark and Nate, for coming on and talking about it with me tonight.
Dude, of course, man. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And once you guys kind of get your first EP or album, we'll have you back, the whole band back on, and we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, we are working on one. So I think we're going to do a full length for Pony. So you ready for some crazy brutalness?
All right. Well, once again, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks.